Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Hall County Sports Television. I'm your host, Garry Glenn. Well, the summertime break is upon us, and I know a lot of you have been hitting the water out on the lake and so forth. And so far on the water this year, it has been good for the local members of the Lanier Canoe and Kayak Club. They will be well represented on Dragon Boat USA's national team as they will be competing at the International Canoe Federation Dragon Boat World Championships in Milan in Italy later this year, in late August and early September. After tryouts throughout the United States and Puerto Rico, 8 Lanier paddlers made the cut, and 5 accepted their positions with Team USA for the trip to Italy. Those will be Ethan Jackson, Rich Stewart, Anna Crawford, Alejandro Schwedhelm, and Ann Blanchard. And Tim Hornsby out of the Lanier Canoe and Kayak Club edged out Ryan Dolan from Hawaii in the men's K1 200-meter B final in Germany back on May 27th, and he clinched the lone men's sprint kayak slot at the 2012 Olympic Games. And the LCKC also dominated at the recent USAC Marathon Races National Championships held recently at the Olympic venue on Clarks Bridge Road. John DePalma, old friend of mine and one of the winners of a national championship at those particular races, joins us now. And John, first of all, congratulations.
Thanks so much, Gary.
I want to talk a little bit about, then we're going to talk some more about the team members. It has been a great summer, and spring and summer for the Lanier.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah. Marathon, now marathon kayaking.
Yes.
That involves not just paddling, but getting out of the water with the boat, running with it on your shoulders and putting it in the water on somewhere else, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. You know, Gary, marathon kayaking, the discipline itself, was really initiated with the early trappers in North America. So you would have fur traders and trappers, and they would be in their canoes, obviously. And they decided after a while they wanted to have some fun. So they would race across the lake, and then they would run to the next lake and race across that lake. And so that included what we call a portage. It's a French term. And so basically that includes running with your canoe or your kayak on land. So really it was started with those early trappers, and now it's been improvised into a world championship format under the guidance of the International Canoe Federation.
What kind of distances are we talking about?
So we're talking about a true marathon distance. It's usually 24 to 26 miles.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Oh, paddling and hard.
Of paddling, yes.
Oh, man.
Yes.
How do you, I guess you just, to do a thing, you got to do that thing. I guess you just spend a lot of time on the water, don't you?
Well, you definitely do, and there's a lot of strategy involved. It's not as simple as just going out for a long paddling and hope that you last. There's a lot of strategy. You have to start out really quick, and you have to know how to position yourself amongst the other paddlers. You have to be real nimble, getting out of the boat and not wasting any time in the transition, running on foot, and then quick back into the boat. And then you've got to last the duration. So every lap is like a little race in itself.
Wow. Now, this was a qualifier. As a national champion,
yes.
You are qualified now to represent
the United States.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
In Rome.
In Rome, Italy, in the World Championships.
And we've got a number of people that are going to be doing that.
We do. We have at least 5 or 6 paddlers from Lanier that are going to be doing that.
Well, I had some names here. Stanton Collins, Ian Ross, Emily House, Anastasia Hott, Farron Smith, Ellie Hefner, Jonathan Olson, Cole Burkhart, and then there's some others that you mentioned too.
Yes, Aaron Mulliken will be representing the juniors in the World Championships in the one-man. Alex McLean and Macy Dwyer will be in the under-23 division for the girls K2, and Claudio will be our team coach over there in Rome.
Now, you mentioned that Claudio's got a group over now in Germany.
Yes.
How are they doing?
They're on a summer tour in Germany. They're doing really, really well. Now, Gary, Germany is one of the best kayaking countries in the world. They've got a very systematic approach to training and racing, and so it's a very difficult place to succeed. And we're doing amazingly well under Claudio's guidance. Recently, they were just at a regatta last week with 28 clubs, all from Germany, and LCKC earned 15 medals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you been with the LCKC, John?
I've been with LCKC 8 years now. 8 years ago I moved out here.
Well, and of course this is a legacy left over from the '96 Olympic Games.
Yes.
And this is one of the true legacy events that has been sustained since '96.
Yes.
That's something to be proud of, I think, for the community.
Yes, it really is. It's, this venue was a gift from the Olympics, and the Kayak Club has really built it into something sustainable, and now it's really flourishing, especially with this great news that Tim Hornsby is going to be competing in the Olympics.
Isn't that something? It's
really the apex. It's the pinnacle for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you hang your hat on that, don't you?
We really do.
Olympics and World Championships.
And so the best is yet to come.
John, thanks for being with us. Always good to see you, brother, and good luck in Rome, okay?
Thanks so much,
and
Gary.
keep us posted.
I
All
sure
right.
will. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
John DePalma, national champion and representing the United States in the Worlds later on in Rome. Now, in the midst of all this summertime sporting activity, though, we've got some news from a wintertime sport. Basketball making news in the local sporting scene. That story when we return.
There are moments in life that you wish would last forever. Dreams that really do come true. Treasures worth protecting. And a future to prepare for. Turner Wood & Smith is with you every step of the way. Established in the Gainesville area in 1905. Turner Wood & Smith has become Northeast Georgia's largest independent insurance agency by offering professional service at competitive prices. Turner Wood & Smith, insuring your future since 1905.
There are hundreds of options when choosing apparel or promotional items at J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case. We're all about quality and competitive pricing. Sports items are in stock. Look for special pricing on Letterman jackets, corporate apparel, corporate gifts, and custom embroidery. All local high schools should check out the line of spirit wear and trophies. We're also offering custom screen printing available for any team sport. Be on the winning side when you choose J. Geyer Advertising and the Trophy Case, locally owned and operated at 250 Dawsonville Highway, Gainesville. Call 770-718-0062 or on the web at jgeyer.com and trophycaseltd.com.
We're back. I'm Garry Glenn. This is Hall County Sports, and as we told you before the break, this is our basketball segment. Riverside Military appointing Lazarus Chennault Jr. as the head basketball coach. He'll take charge as the head man beginning with the 2012-2013 season, taking over for Ron Smith. Coach Chennault joined Riverside in 2008, been coaching there since 2009. Previously assisting the Riverside Eagles basketball team to become 8 AA sub-region champs and earn a state playoff berth during the 09 and 10 season. He began his playing career at Washington Wilkes High School, where he was all-region, all-state as a junior and senior in Class AA. After graduating, he, in 1993, attended Carl Sandburg Junior College in Illinois, was in Streets and Smith Magazine's Junior College Honorable Mention list. He went on to attend Western Carolina University, where he helped the Southern Conference Championship team and an entry into the NCAA tournament in 1996. He also played some pro ball with the USBL and in Mexico for the Halcones de Guacamuchil from 1999 to 2002 and the Halcones de Zalapa from 2002-2003. And following a successful professional career, he began coaching at his alma mater, Washington Wilkes. That was in 04 and 07. During his 3 seasons as the assistant coach there, he helped lead the school to the state playoffs, so he is no stranger to playoff competition and no stranger to Riverside. And we bring Lazarus Chennault now to the show. Coach, thanks for taking time out and being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, tell me a little bit now. It's going to be different as an assistant versus the head man.
It is. A lot of people are telling me that, but I'm ready for the challenge. And I've been wanting to be a head coach for a long time now.
Okay, and you've been working toward that
yes,
ever
sir.
since.
Yes, sir.
Now, what do you think you're going to bring to the table to tell these kids as a high school athlete, a college athlete, and as a professional athlete?
As an athlete, well, I tell all my cadets at Riverside, if you want to be a good athlete, you have to take care of business in the classroom first. That betters your chances as a basketball player. In the off season, you have to work on your game a lot. You know, this morning we started our off-season workout. I had a lot of kids from the Gainesville area and also the Lawrenceville area start our workout today, so that's a good thing.
In basketball now, the football coaches always tell me that, man, we really don't know what we got until we get back in school. Now, basketball may be a little bit different because at least you've had them for the fall.
Yes, sir.
Period, right?
Yes, sir. As a new coach, you have to do a lot of teaching when you get a lot of new players. That's all in the game. You have to do a lot of teaching. You have to be a good student and a good teacher of the game. That will make a good team. If you have a lot of new players, you can make it happen.
So I don't know if I pronounced all this, the Halcones de Guamuchil and de Zalapa. What was it like playing professional ball down in Mexico?
It was a lot different from the college game because you had 4 games. You had 4 games in 7 days. It was a lot tiresome, but you got to get used to it. You know, if that's something that you want to do, you got to make it happen.
You're telling these kids, though, look, the chances of you making a living being a professional athlete, it's got to be in whatever sport. I don't care if it's tennis, baseball, basketball, football. That's pretty slim, isn't it, Coach?
It's very slim. Like when I got out of college, I went to a couple of camps. I got cut the first 2 times. As I went back and worked on my game for about a month, I got myself in better shape, and I finally got a call from an agent. And after that, it was all she wrote.
What made you decide to give it up?
Father time. I was a good jumper back in the day. I used to jump a lot and rebound, do a lot of dunks. That kind of did away and turned once I turned 29. So my daddy said, "You need to start getting into coaching." I thought about it for a little bit. And I said, And I gave it a good thought, and I said, "I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try." You know, so I just told my dad I want to be a successful coach one day.
Good for you.
Yes, sir.
Goals, seeing this about you probably know at least a core of who you got coming back. Some realistic goals you think for this upcoming season?
I'm looking to have at least 4 starters returning. This upcoming season will be a lot different from last year because I got a lot of guys that are committed now. They want to win some games. I met with a lot of my players during the last day of school, and we talked about our goals for the winter season. And a lot of guys were on board.
All right,
yes, sir.
Coach. Thanks for coming in, and good luck with the Eagles.
Thanks for
Lazarus
having
Chennault, head basketball coach at Riverside Military now. In some other basketball news, Joe Dix has changed his mind. The coach that led the East Hall boys basketball team to the 2005 Class AA title, 3 state semifinal appearances, and 7 state playoff appearances in 8 years, has decided to stay on with the East Hall Vikings. In 8 years, he led the Vikes to a record of 187-52, 5 Lanier Land titles, 7 playoff spots, 3 region championships, 3 Final Fours, and a state championship. And we bring Coach Dix to the show now. And Joe, I guess welcome back, or whatever I'm supposed to say. Take me through the process. It had to be an agonizing thing for you.
It was. Started, South Gwinnett contacted me actually in April, and never was able to really get anything done with him. Finally did an interview toward the end of April, and I basically thought it was kind of done.
Yeah.
I didn't hear from him for quite a while, and then middle of May, I guess some things logistically had gotten straightened out in Gwinnett County, and I heard from him. He brought me down for another interview. I actually took my wife down as well for another visit, and at that time I felt somewhat comfortable, I guess, and they offered me the job, and I accepted it. Really not 100% committed to what I was doing, but kind of felt like I would miss the kids. But once I accepted it and kind of got down there, I realized how much I missed them and how much I missed my situation in East Hall, and just wasn't that level of comfort that I could live with. I had the opportunity to come back and talk to Mr. Cooper. He was very excited about the possibility of me coming back, and then here we are.
You actually went to Central Gwinnett and ran a few practices, didn't you?
Yeah, we had 3 practices. Kids were great. You know, that part of it. That was really the only piece that I kind of felt, Gary, was when I was out there practicing with the guys, and I was fine then. But then on the way home, I'm thinking, you know, got a little bit of a drive, so I'm thinking, you know, what are my guys doing at East Hall? And like I said, it just got worse, and like I said, my level of comfort just wasn't where I felt like I could do this.
Of course, under Seth, long history at East Hall, then you got to be the head guy and had some success there. Just in the final hours, just couldn't pull that final trigger.
Right, and 16 years.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these young men I've known since they were babies, and some I remember when they were born, and so that was difficult. And like I said, I just felt like I needed to be here right now.
All right, Coach, one last thing, and I'll turn you loose. What you got coming back next year now? You made a little noise last year, but...
Yeah, it was a good group. Obviously losing Joshua Hampton and Chris Orr and T.D. Teasley, and those guys were great seniors for us, all going on and playing college athletics. And, you know, but we got Brian Edwards and Hayden Chapman and Braden Gerard and Daniel McCravey, who was a part-time starter before he got injured. So we've got a good nucleus in place. Got to find a point guard. And got to get ourselves ready, maybe build a little depth. But I think we got a chance to be all right.
All right, Joe. Look, good luck with the Vikings. Hope you stay there for a long, long time.
Appreciate it, Gary.
All right, some other basketball news I'm going to tell you about, though. The Gainesville Wildcats AAU basketball team enjoyed a strong showing Memorial Day weekend at a basketball tournament down at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. The Wildcats, a traveling team made up of players from throughout Northeast Georgia, went 3-3 in the tournament, reaching the final 8 of 32 competing teams. And we are scheduled to feature the Wildcats on our show next week. And one final thing, a different type of sport with balls and nets. We have to say congratulations to Flowery Branch tennis coach Ginger Jackson and her doubles team of Durden Smith and Becky Benton. They got the area coach and players of the year honors from the Gainesville Times just this past Sunday. We're back to Play with the Steel when we return. Garry Glenn back here in the studio with Rob Bruce, pastor, McKellar Road United Methodist Church. And Rob, even though it's summertime, still a lot of activity here at the church.
Yes, there is. You know, we've got a mission trip coming up the 1st of July where we'll be going to the Gulf Coast of Mississippi to help Katrina victims. A lot of people don't realize there's still a lot of people living in trailers and not in homes. So we're going to be down there in July building a home for a family.
All right, and a series coming up on the book of James.
That's right. We have a series that's been requested from the congregation on the book of James. It'll begin the end of June and run through July.
And one more thing I want you to talk about is the vision statement that came out of a recent planning retreat.
Right. Yeah, our vision statement is loving Christ, loving people, and help people to love Christ. And that vision is our roadmap, if you will, to be able to make disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world.
Rob Bruce, we'll see you in church on Sunday.
Gary, we'll see you then.
Hall County Sports is brought to you in part by Green Ford on Browns Bridge Road in Gainesville. Check out the latest deals. And remember, when you go Green Ford. By Mountain View Auto Repair, a full-service shop for all of your automotive needs. Call Danny at Mountain View Auto Repair at 770-535-7278. And by McKellar Road United Methodist Church. Visit us on McKellar Road in Oakwood with 3 worship services every Sunday morning, Kids Town and adult small groups. McKellar Road United Methodist Church is dedicated to transforming the world through the good news of Jesus Christ. I'm Garry Glenn. We are back. This is Hall County Sports, and it was close, they tell me, but the Georgia Iron Dogs pulled off a sweep of the team titles at the American Powerlifting Committee 10th Anniversary National Championships in bench press and powerlifting at the Clarion Hotel in Jonesboro over this past weekend. Last year, the Dogs swept the bench and full power awards up in Illinois, and closer to home this year, they did it again. Full power team captain Dwan Johnson of Gainesville, an East Hall alumnus, got the full power division of the Iron Dogs off to a good start on Saturday with his win in the Submasters Raw 140-plus kilogram. That's the 308.64 pounds plus weight class. On Sunday, Gainesville resident Gary Hatfield, the strength coach and assistant softball coach at Brown University, kept things rolling with a first place in the Masters men's equipped 50 to 5400 kilogram. That's the 220.46 pounds weight class, with a total in the squat, bench, and deadlift of 802.5 kilograms, or over 1,769 pounds. That helped the Iron Dogs to the overall Champions Cup in the full power division. His squat of 340 kilos, or almost 750 pounds, is a new world record. Now, Dwan Johnson's Saturday total of 837.5 kilograms, that's over 1,846 pounds, earned him the Champion of Champions award. And on Saturday, Dwan had help from teammate Ariel Bulmash of Alpharetta, who set world records in every lift. The squat was over 264 pounds, bench press on a fourth lift of almost 171 pounds, and the deadlift over 303 pounds. The total, 327.5 kilograms, or over 722 pounds. She won the girls' 16, 17-year-old 60-kilo, 132.28 pound division. Ariel, you got to be happy with the way that the weekend turned out.
Yes, I am.
Tell me a little bit about how you went through the day and how you get psyched up for a meet. I mean, world records in every lift and a world record total.
Well, my family helps a lot. I was really happy my brother came down, and it's mostly just support from them that gets me through the day.
Now, you mentioned your brother Reese, who was playing football up at Austin P now in Tennessee. And of course, your dad was a power lifter back in the day.
Yeah.
Was it sort of expected that you'd get into the kind of the family sport, or was it something you really chose to do on your own?
No, when I was younger, I actually hated it, and then I went to the gym and saw him lift, and that's what made me want to do it.
How do you train? I mean, day by day, you train real heavy all the time, or you kind of alternate your light days and heavy days?
Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday are heavy days. We do bench, legs, and back heavy once a week, and then ancillary movements the other days of the week.
All right, now on Saturday, kind of take me through the day with your squat, your bench, and your deadlift.
Saturday we do shoulders, so that's the day right before back. We don't usually go heavy.
Okay. This past Saturday, though, at the championship meet.
Oh, sorry. Well, like I wake up, eat. My dad usually gets everything packed. We do one last check and then head out together. We like to drive up by ourselves so we can have some time alone before the meet.
Yeah, I saw a lot of your family was there. But now, once you get to the meet, now take me through the day, this past Saturday, as you got ready to squat, bench, and then deadlift.
I like to be by myself before the meet starts, so my dad gives me time alone. I usually warm up, and then he'll come in and we'll start it's kind of exactly what we do in workouts. We'll go through each of the lifts right before our open and just start the day off like that. I don't.
All right. Once you get that first squat out of the way, it's kind of the butterflies kind of get out of the way.
Yeah, usually, because you're in the meet, so everything is kind of downhill from there.
Had a little bit of a glitch on the bench press there when you had to kind of come back and re-rack and wrote the wrong total down, but then they let you go ahead and go back down to the proper total, right, on the next lift.
Yeah, I scratched the first one because I beat the call, and then my dad put in the wrong weight for the second. So the third one was the charm.
And then get a little antsy, though.
Yeah.
Then they got a world record on the fourth lift.
Yeah.
Ariel, where do you want to go with this now? You know, there's scholarships out there for Olympic weightlifting, I know, and there are things that you can do maybe at the next level.
Yeah, I want to do it all the way up through college and then on. I love it. It's my favorite sport I've ever done.
Where do you go to high school?
South Forsyth High School.
Okay. Are you in the weight room with a lot of the guys over there?
No, we train at a different gym. I don't think a lot of people even know I live.
What do the rest of the girls think when they say, "Oh, there's Ariel"? Do they even know that, or do you make a big deal out of it?
No, I don't usually tell a lot of people, but sometimes people get scared when I tell them.
Well, there's one thing. All right, where to now? What's next up?
Training for Worlds in December.
Man, going down to Argentina then.
Yes.
All right, what's the goal down there?
For each lift?
Yeah.
320 squat, as close to 200 in the bench as I can get, and a 350 deadlift.
All right. Well, good luck to you, Ariel.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right. The newest Iron Dog, 21-year-old Kyle Scott of Bogart on Saturday, made his debut with the team in a big way. He had a world record bench press in winning the juniors 75 kilogram. That's the 165-pound and change weight class. Scott pressed 140 kg or 308.64 pounds on his way to totaling 577.5 kilograms. That's over 1,273 pounds. Scott squatted 210 kilograms or almost 463 pounds and deadlifted almost 502 pounds. He was second in the formula for the day's men's best lifter, by the way, to Dwan Johnson. Kyle Scott, first of all, welcome to the Iron Dogs powerlifting team and helping us to the team national championship.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure to be on the team.
Well, tell me about being part of the team. Now, we just got through talking to Ariel Bullmash, and once she got up, she said, you know, the camaraderie is what she really likes, and powerlifting is the only sport where everybody cheers for everybody.
Yeah, it's real nice to be with a group of people that are supporting you, even though they're technically competing against you.
Well, that's true. And you obviously want to win, but when you lay down on the bench or try to get up under a bar on the squat or pick something up off the floor in the deadlift, you got a lot of folks that are hollering for you, and especially if you know that they're on your side. I got to help you a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's real nice to know that people are supporting you and want you to do your best.
Take me through Saturday now. All of your lifts. Finally got a world record on the bench press, which, by the way, congratulations for that as well. But take me through the day, how you felt going into each of those lifts, in the squat, bench, and deadlift.
Well, squat started off, opened up with 452 pounds and felt good. So I went up, finished 462 as a world record. And bench, I ended up doing 308, so another world record. It felt strong. And deadlift, end of the day, it felt a little weak, but didn't do as well as I was hoping, but got 501, so it's a strong lift.
And a good day for you overall. I don't think people realize, you're only doing like 9 lifts or 6 lifts or whatever, but I don't think people really understand how much maximum efforts take out of you. You're tired at the end of the day.
Yeah, real tired at the end of the day. 9 lifts, but it's almost as much as you can do every single time, so it's really wears you out.
How'd you get started in this comp?
I had a buddy at the gym who just saw me lifting heavy and told me to come compete.
Now, how many meets have you been in?
I've been in 4 meets. 4 meets.
So you're still pretty much a rookie then, a novice.
Yeah, a little bit.
Where do you hope to go with this?
I'm not really sure. Just keep doing my best, really.
Okay. Next meet, you got something planned out?
Yeah, I'm planning on going to Argentina for the GPA World Championships, and hope to do well there.
All right. Kyle, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it very much, and good luck in your weightlifting.
Thank you.
Now, back last Friday, the Iron Dogs defended their bench press team national championship as local lifters Tim Moon, George Bradley of Gainesville, and bench press team captain, yours truly from Oakwood, won individual championships in our respective age and weight classes. In addition to winning team titles and individual accolades, Dogs also took 2 Best Lifter awards. Dana Tripp of Grayson, lifting in the Masters Women's Raw 40 to 44-year-old, 52 kilogram, that's about 115 pounds in weight class, took the Women's Masters Division Best Lifter plaque with her world record press of 41 kilos, that's over 90 pounds. And Iron Dog Ken Mulroney of Estelle Springs, Tennessee, took the Men's Masters Best Lifter award with an outstanding press of 310 kilograms, that's almost 683.5 pounds. He won the equipped Masters Men's 45, 49-year-old, 110 kilogram weight class. Weight class is about 242.5. Now, the judges at first had awarded that Best Lifter plaque to T. Moon of Gainesville before Tim pointed out the error. Now, Moon finished with a press of 297.5 kilograms. That's almost 656 pounds. He narrowly missed locking out a world record of 330 kilograms. That's over 727.5 pounds. He defended his national title in the Masters Men's 45-49 equipped 125 kilo weight class. Not to be outdone by his wife, Russ Tripp of Grayson finished with his own world record, 140 kilograms, almost 309 pounds, and taking the Raw Masters Men's 40 to 44-year-old 75 kilogram weight class in his last meet in that age group. Russ says he'll move up in age by the next meet. I won my 8th national championship in various age and weight divisions by finishing at 142.5 kilos. That's a little over 314 pounds, and taking the first place medal in the Masters Men's equipped 90 kilogram 55 to 59-year-old equipped division. Missed locking out, though, a national record try of 185 kilos, almost 408 pounds, and trying to break my national record. And I guess it gives me something to shoot for next time. Veteran lifter George Bradley added to his national title total with a win in the Masters Men's 55-59 equipped 67.5 kilogram weight class. He had a press of 100 kilos. That's about 220.5 pounds. He tried a world record of 115 kilos, or over 253, but also failed to complete the press. APC, by the way, also hosted on Friday some special athletes from Savannah at this meet, and they were inspiring to watch. All right, time now to name our athletes of the week for last week, and we're going to go with the Iron Dogs for this one for their national championships and outstanding performances. For the male, Dwan Johnson, the champion of champions from the meet, and for the females, Ariel Bullmash. Congratulations to them. Some other stuff to tell you about. Gainesville's Count Cooley is a national champion, but in the sport of racquetball. Count recently took the title in the men's singles 65 and older division at the 45th National Racquetball Championships out in Fullerton, California. Now, he's been playing for about 20 years, but only competing for the last 3 or so. Now, in this one, he had to come from behind a time or two to win it all. Prior to this one, he won a regional championship in Atlanta, and Count Cooley is scheduled to be with us here on the show next week. Got another member of the Hole-in-One Club. James Johnson had an ace on the number 2 mill hole at Chicopee Woods with an 8-iron. And local golfer Al Krigo recently shot his age, 76, at Chicopee. Well, the Johnson High School football coach since 2006, Paul Friel, announced his resignation last week. He'll be taking a head coaching position at Thomas Stone High School in Waldorf, Maryland. Maryland is his home state. In 6 seasons at Johnson, Friel was 14-45-1, including an 0 season last year. The Knights' last winning season and last trip to the postseason came in 2004, when Johnson finished 7-4 under former coach Blair Armstrong. Next year, the Knights will play a non-region football schedule. They'll play some local schools, though, including the season opener August 24th in the Battle of Oakwood at Johnson. They'll also play North Hall and Chestatee. Summer football workouts already underway for a lot of our local teams. Gainesville, in fact, just finished second in the Cam Newton 7-on-7 tournament at Sprayberry last Saturday. More college signings to report. Gainesville will send on a couple to play lacrosse at the next level. Josh Pruner and Daniel Van will suit up for Oglethorpe University. And Lakeview will send Austin Pearson, who helped the Lions to 3 state tournament appearances in 4 years, on to play basketball at Shorter College. Congratulations to those guys as well. That's our show for this week. I'm Garry Glenn. Join us next week right here for more Hall County Sports.